I hope. You know, I'm kind of excited, as you can probably tell, about tonight's show because I'm thinking, you know, I've got just a feeling. I've got a feeling that this is going to be a good one. The last show of the month is always usually a good one because, you know, whatever else I've got left, whatever energy I've saved throughout the month, you know, by sleeping, I'm going to use it up tonight. So I'm going to use every muscle in my body, every fiber in my being to make sure that this is the sensual experience on a Friday night that you wanted. I'm going to find places in you that you didn't know you had. And I'm going to tickle them. And that's going to be funny. Maybe not for you, but for me. Also, tomorrow is May Day, the 1st of May. Which used to be a big holiday in Soviet Russia. How did that Soviet thing work out? Yeah, and you have to remember tomorrow to say lucky white rabbits. Because the first day of the month, I always like to say lucky white rabbits to whoever I wake up with. I say, lucky white rabbits, and they say, who the hell are you? And I say, I'm the personification of your drinking problem. But you know who's on tonight? Peter Sagal is Sagal. I can never say his name properly. Sagal, it's Sagal, isn't it? Yeah, I like Peter Sagal. He's from Chicago, where, coincidentally, I am tomorrow, Saturday, the 1st of May. I'm going to be in Chicago. And Peter's from there, and he's going to be there too, but so it's going to be tricky for me because I'm going to have to avoid sitting next to him on the plane to Chicago tomorrow. Because there's only one flight. There's only one flight. There's only one flight from LA to Chicago on a Saturday, I think. And then I'll have to sit next to him and we'll be all talked out because we're going to talk tonight. And we're going to find places in you that you didn't know you had. You look skeptical, madam. Why? You heard that from a man before and then been disappointed. Well, I won't let you down. So sit back, relax, take off your wig, unscrew anything that's still attached, and get ready for the commercials. We'll be right back, everybody.
It's on, stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow, okay? Hey, hey, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Hey, you, hey, ladies, hey, wow, wow, Thank you. Welcome, Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Ferguson. Thank you. That's enough. Great. No, that's right. Fine. Good. No. Thanks, everybody. Sit down, please. Relax. It's fine. Honestly. Great. Let it go. That's great, everybody. Please sit down, relax. You at home, too. Everybody, we're going to be informal this evening. That's right. You're allowed to sit down in your own home. Because I know you like to stand up when I come on. Or at least some of you do. You know, I'm very excited tonight. Usually I'm not excited. You know, if you know me, you'll know I'm usually quite strict with the studio audience. I promise them chicken, but they never get any chicken.
I tease them. I tease them with my chickeny smell. Well, tonight that may all change, or it may not. Because I've got Friday fever. Yes, it's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. It is. Not only is it Friday, it's Arbor Day. Yes. All right, that's enough. All right, it's starting to sound a little bit phony now. Knock it off. It's Arbor Day. Since 1872, the last Friday of April is you're supposed to plant a tree all day. I did my part today. I did plant a tree. No, I didn't. I did drop a log in the forest, but I didn't. That's a joke. That's a joke. But this morning I did grow some wood. No, I didn't. No, I did not. Although I did play with my acorns. All right. No, I did. Yep, that's it. I can't think of any more. Now, I'd like to say an American legend turns 77 years old today. I'd like to wish Willie Nelson a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Willie Nelson. He was on the show. Yeah, he was on the show recently. He was. Do you know who else's birthday is today? Kirsten Dunst. Now, Kirsten Dunst and Willie Nelson, very different, of course. One's a grizzled show business veteran with long hair and loves to, and the other one's Willie Nelson. Now, the big movie opening today, that's enough. All right, you'll get your chicken. Now, the big movie opening today is A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a remake of the old slasher movie. Well, it's not that old, actually, really. I remember when it came out. Maybe that means... I can remember when my parents would go, I remember when the original came out. Well, anyway, the old Nightmare on Elm Street is considered a classic. It was the Deuce Bigalow show of... Deuce Bigalow show. What's the name of that? Deuce Bigalow. Douche Bigalow. I don't know. Anyway, it was a big slasher movie is what I'm saying, The Nightmare on Elm Street. It was like Douche Bigalow. That's right, I judge all movies against Deuce Bigalow. Anyway, to be honest, I'm not much of a fan of the slasher movies. I like horror movies, but not so much the slashers. There's a difference. See, horror movies are about suspense. They make me scream like a little girl, pee in my pants, jump up into the arms of the gentleman sitting next to me. Get arrested, taken out of the theater. The slasher movies are just blood flowing and things squirting and body parts flying. It's like a party at Elton John's house. But Nightmare on Elm Street... Nightmare on Elm Street will probably make a ton of money because Elm Street is, it's the most common street name in America. And when the first movie came out, people were actually scared of living in streets called Elm Street. I know. Oh, honey, I'm so glad we didn't buy that house in Elm Street. I feel much safer here on Stabby Lane. By the way, Stabby Lane is the name of my midget. He can't be here tonight. He's in Vegas. Look out for his special Late Night in Vegas with Stabby Lane. Anyway, the bad guy in the Nightmare movies isn't Stabby Lane. Of course, it's Freddy Krueger. He kills people in their dreams, which is never really that scary to me because I know it's impossible. It's impossible to be killed in your dreams, but it is possible to have your dreams killed. It happens to me here every night. And also, I have to say, Freddy Krueger doesn't really scare me that much. He's a dude with gloves and a hat. He's basically Mr. Peanut in a bad mood. But the new Nightmare on Elm Street has to compete with the Twilight movies. Now, Freddy Krueger's, they've probably changed him. He's probably gorgeous now. He's a sensitive young quarterback with six-pack abs and gel in his hair. Hi, I'm Fred Krueger. I really care about your feelings. I'm so sad for you. You've seen that Twilight movie? I watched that Twilight movie, actually. I watched it because I thought, I'm talking about this movie and saying it's crap. I really should see it. So I saw it. And it is. I couldn't believe my eyes. That big big vampire. He's a good-looking big boy, but he's always crying all this. He always looks like he's crying, like, oh, like, grow up here, you're immortal! Freddy Krueger, that's what I'm talking about, I think. Also, the name Freddy isn't that scary. You know, it's so many of the scary movies. You know, they don't have the scary names. If Freddy isn't scary, the guy from the Halloween movies, Michael Myers. Not that scary. Sounds like a hilarious Canadian to me. Friday the 13th, the killer's named Jason. That's adorable. Makes me think of Jason Sagal, who's cute and cuddly and smells like puppets. Oh, also, I've seen his penis. And also, I've heard he showed it in a movie, too. Anyway, it's a very sad day when you name your child Jason or Freddy or Damien, and then some horror movie comes along and makes their name synonymous with evil. You just ask my brother, Cujo Ferguson. That's right. No, knock it off. You'll get your chicken. What I'm saying is I like it when scary characters in movies have scary names. You know, you get Count Dracula or Hannibal the Cannibal or Mel Gibson, something frightening. Horror movies are all relative, though. Monsters like Freddy Krueger are the kind of thing that scare teenagers. When you're my age, you get scared of different things, like defaulting on your mortgage or something like that, or tripping over your sagging testicles. That's right, that's the biggest fear in my life. Oh, I hope I can make it out to the monologue spot without tripping over my elongated scrotum. Oh, if only Stabby Lane were here. That really made me laugh, Stabby Lane, didn't it? Yeah. Rest of it was but that made me laugh. Stabby Lane. I've now taken to reviewing the monologues at the end. Instead of just going to the commercial break, I'm now reviewing them. Well, I think it started off well when the audience were clapping and cheering at the promise of free chicken. And then, very quickly, it just fell apart into some flappy, sweaty man making up names about some imaginary midget. And then whining about his scrotum. Not the midgets scrotum. No. His scrotum's magnificent. I mean, how far could his go before it became a problem? I mean, that's the danger of being a little person. Your scrotum drops even a couple of inches. You're in big trouble. All right, we gotta take a break. We'll be right back, everybody.
Style Tips with Tim Gunn.
80s edition.
Tim Gunn.
Desperately seeking a stylist. Look, I love Madonna, but in the 80s she pushed too many young women like this over the borderline. It's hard to know where to start, from the t-shirt Jackson Pollock barfed on to the lace gloves that make me think of something really dirty, like a Victorian porno or an old school hobo. And then there's this hot mess. I mean, gag me with a spoon, right? She doesn't know it, but her hairspray just punched a hole in the ozone layer the size of 1,000,000 Cabbage Patch Kids. And luckily, she can't hear us because she's rocking out with her original Sony Walkman. You mind? Kids, just say no to men without hats. And I'm talking about the band.
It's time for Gardening Tips with Willie Nelson.
And the best time to plant tomatoes is in late April. And you separate your male and your female plants, and you'll get much more potent tomatoes. Talking about marijuana.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big show, which in many ways is like the rest of the show in which I wear this tie and suit. Hey, you know what? You know what time it is right now? It's time for the Twitter email. Play the jingle thing.
Twitter, tweeting, ephemeral, fleeting, Flugenweb, face code, twit zone, ask mode, checks the tweets, und also E-Mails.
That's the tweets and also emails. All right. We'll check the emails and the tweets and the ding dong. Is that the doorbell? Oh, it's Lauren Graham. Hi, come on up. Oh, hi. Oh, Lauren, how lovely to see you. Oh, you look fabulous.
Thanks.
You look great. You look. Did you wear that the last time you were on the show?
No.
All right. Lovely hair, lovely shoes.
Don't talk about my boobs.
Okay. Hey, did that you just rang the doorbell and then ran in? You didn't even wait for me to answer the doorbell.
I didn't understand the setup.
Ding dong! And then you just ran in. It's like,
Maybe I'm very familiar with this house and I just let myself in the door. Or not. Thank you.
all right, will you help me with the emails then?
Yeah.
All right, because there's a lot of needy people out there that need advice.
All right.
All right, this is from Michelle in Brentwood, Tennessee.
All right.
All right, she says, hey, Craig, I'm a 19-year-old college student and never had a boyfriend. Do you have any advice to attract men? Well, this is more one for you, really, isn't it?
Oh, well,
Tell her to go like that.
like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
No, I don't want to do that. Listen, what's her name? Oh. What's her name? Let's help her out.
all right.
Oh, you don't care about her?
I
All
do,
right,
of course
fine.
I do. Michelle. Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, you should study hard and
Men love a good study.
eventually they do.
Eventually they do, actually, that's true. But oft times in college at age 19, sometimes, I'm not...
Well,
I'm,
what's your advice? Like, pad the bra and bleach it blonde and let's go?
No, not at
no.
all. No.
No.
My advice to Michelle is be happy with yourself and be patient.
I don't think that's really good advice.
I'm all right.
All right.
We'll get that later. All right, here's another one. This is another email, all right?
All right.
This is from Cheryl in Ferdinanda Beach in Florida.
Fernandina.
Fernandina, that's what I meant. Have you ever been to Ferdinanda Beach?
No, I have not. No, but there's that ABBA song, Fernandina Beach, Fernando, you know?
Do you hear the drums, Fernando?
Yeah, do you hear the drums, Fernandina Beach?
Don't sing it, though, because...
Then we have to pay for it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I know. I'm on the T and the V.
The T and the V?
Yeah.
What's that?
What we're
T and
doing
V.
right now,
television.
yeah.
This isn't TV.
Oh, all right.
This is just crap at night. No. Sure,
right.
it's not TV, it's crap at night. Cheryl says, Dear Craig, have you ever been on a ghost tour? If so, where and when? I have. Have you been on a ghost tour?
I don't even understand what that is. Is it a tour led by ghosts, or is it a tour where you go and see ghosts, which is stupid because everybody knows you can't see ghosts unless they want you to, or is it a tour that used to exist but everybody moved, and so it's a ghost tour?
know. They didn't say which one it was. So I'm afraid we can't. If you can't be specific, we can't help you.
Exactly.
All right, here's a Twitter. This is from Joe in State College.
Is that what Joe looks like?
No, this is CBS's way of telling me it's a Twitter. They put a picture of a bird on it.
Like you wouldn't understand otherwise or
No,
something?
they don't think highly of me here. Anyway, Joe in State College, he says, want to join my fraternity mates in Lauderdale for spring break. I can't go.
Why?
Well, spring break, I'm usually, you know.
In Miami Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, maybe I could put them together with a 19-year-old college student who never had a boyfriend.
No.
Put them aside?
It's going to be a shocker. It's going to be a shocker for Michelle, though.
I don't know. Probably Joe in State College isn't quite the sophisticated, debonair man about town he thinks he is.
Yeah, I don't want to send her on spring break. Let's send her to Ghost Tour.
All right. Sorry, Michelle. All right.
How do you know? How can you be so sure? You didn't even look at it. Oh, wow. They're all the tweets.
They're all the tweets.
The kids on the tweeting, not as good as the emailing kids.
Sometimes that happens. There's no real, system here.
Oh. Am I going to get in trouble with the tweet people or something? I'm afraid of them. They all look like birds.
Yeah, they are. That's how you can tell if someone's on the Twitter. If you see someone walking down the street, back.
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that film, The Birds?
Yes.
That's scary, that film.
It's really
isn't it?
scary. Have you only just seen it?
Yeah. It came out in like 1961.
Yeah, they're attacking.
And I missed it for some reason.
Yeah.
And I just saw it. And
You know what else is scary? Jaws.
Jaws is terrifying. Hey, you know what I like in Jaws, though? See when they have that guy that says, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. That's Rod Steiger.
No,
No, Roddy McDowell.
that was
Roddy
Robert
Ron-
Shaw.
Roy Scheider.
No,
Roy Scheider.
Roy Scheider's the mayor.
Is the man.
But the guy that plays Quint is Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it because do you know who was involved in that movie?
Who?
Many people.
What do you mean? I really thought you were going to say something.
So did I, and then I got
You
to the end of my
forgot?
sentence, and there was nothing there.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg was involved.
He was involved.
And that was when they said, we're going to have to close the beaches on the 4th of July, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite bit. All
What
right.
are we doing?
We're doing the last email now. This is from Taylor in Tampa in Florida.
Okay. A lot of Florida today.
Yeah, but that's
A lot
the
of
way...
Florida today on the morning show. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Oh, Craig.
I know. Thanks, Lauren. Hey.
The weather is...
Do you wear adult diapers? Find out.
If you do, it's good. We should have a morning show.
I'd like to do a morning show.
Then you'd be up late and up early, though.
Oh, yeah, because this is live.
Yeah. It's really late right now.
Well, it's dark.
I know.
That wasn't a joke, by the way. I really did. No, I really did that now.
But even
Yeah.
when you do that, like when you're not kidding, you're funny because you're so funny.
You be careful. All right. This is from Taylor in Tampa in Florida, who says, hi, Craig, I'm a huge fan from Saudi Arabia. I thought she was going to say, I'm a huge fan of Saudi
I thought so,
Arabia.
too.
Yeah, and I think, well, you get the wrong address. I'm a huge fan from Saudi Arabia. I was wondering if you had the chance to come to Saudi Arabia, would you, if I had the chance to go to Saudi Arabia, would I and why?
Well, because you were invited. That's one reason. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of people who just want you to come with them places, you know? Like on spring break and stuff.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And Saudi Arabians, they want me there.
Yeah.
They want me there for spring break.
Yeah.
But spring break in Saudi Arabia, not that exciting. Woohoo, we're not doing anything. Yeah. That's not that exciting.
Yeah.
You know. Woohoo, take off your face thing. No. No, I think Saudi Arabia is not the big spring break destination this year.
Yeah. Well, where are you going to go? I mean, you should pick a fan and do what they say, you know?
I don't think I should, actually. No.
But then why else would you be on the Twitter and the email and the stuff if you're not going to ultimately be like, all right, I'll go.
Well, maybe one day I will then.
See?
Yeah, all right. Well, would you like to go somewhere with me for spring break?
Listen, we'll be back with adult diapers and...
Welcome back to the show, where we're celebrating springtime. I love spring. Look at me wearing my spring colors. And look, I've even got the window. The windows are all open because it's April here. Specifically, a date in April. My second guest tonight for this show, which may or may not still be on the air in April. And by the way, no, wait. By the way, I'm saying second guest. I don't know that to be true. Maybe it's my first guest tonight. And you know why? Because I don't keep track of these things. And you know why? Because I'm an artist, bitches. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying bitches. That's a very derogatory word. I'm just showing you a bit of genuine regret. My guest that's about to come out of there, in no specific order, is the host of the Peabody Award-winning Wait, Don't Tell Me, which is on National Public Radio. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's national. Peter Sagal, everybody. Peter Sagal. Well, Peter, how lovely to see you. I haven't seen you in an age.
I know. I've counted the minutes. The minutes have seemed like hours. The hours like days.
It seems like you know, you were here back in February and things were chilly then in Chicago.
I know. Thank God it's warm now.
Yeah. No. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And
as I'm sure you will. Yeah.
I'm ready.
I just noticed that.
Wrong. Sorry.
No. I have a tattoo.
You do?
Yeah, my good Lord, I just noticed.
I've never
it.
seen that.
I do. I have 3 tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
I don't. But
Okay.
I have considered getting one. Well, this is what happened.
What?
I was at a birthday party in my suburban neighborhood in Chicago where...
You're not going to get a tattoo there.
No, I know.
Yeah. Right.
And we're all 40-somethings, parents of small children, and all of us were talking about the fact that we were all getting old. But somebody said, you know what? I'm going to get a tattoo.
Uh-oh.
That's what I've decided to do.
Was that somebody, Peter?
That wasn't yet.
Right.
But it turns out every single person around this table, every drunken 40-something suburban parent, had independently decided they were going to go out and get a tattoo just to be young again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
Really? Now, I noticed your tattoo was the symbol of the colonial...
Yes, Benjamin Franklin's cartoon.
Yeah.
He did this. It was in the Pennsylvania Gazette in 1754.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But what I did was
I'm sorry, what a cliche. Why not just get some kanji script that says peace? No, really, why did you do this?
Well, I got it because I became an American.
I know.
And it caused, I thought, well, I should go through some pain. To, you know, symbolize my journey that the Americans went through to create this country. And they went, this is crossing the plains right here. This was a particularly hard part.
Right.
Yeah.
To get here.
Yeah, if you're going to get a tattoo, don't get the...
Ow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would hurt a lot.
That hurt you, and you don't even have a tattoo.
It was sympathetic.
Yeah.
Now I never will.
No, it's very, very, very bad. What about a large motorcycle? That can ward off the aging process.
I was considering that next.
Yeah.
Actually, my father pointed this out to me. I've had a number of midlife crises. I didn't settle for one.
Really? What have you
Yes. I bought a big, expensive German car that I don't need.
You're on NPR.
I know. It was very embarrassing. And in fact, fortunately, nobody on NPR watches this show. Otherwise, they'd know what I do.
Right, exactly, yeah. Hey. Don't worry, I can take the hit.
No, it's their problem. It's not yours. They're not fun. No, and I started running marathons.
Now, I'm quite interested in that.
It's a
But then,
great
of
thing.
course, I am aging.
You are?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
You seem preternaturally young to me.
Yes, that often people say that to me. It's because I'm preserved in a sort of...
Yeah.
I was drunk for a very long time, and the alcohol has a preservative effect. You know how when they keep, you know, body parts in jars, they use alcohol.
Yeah, I know.
Well...
And you just got to start, yes, I know. This is actually interesting. You and I have something in common, which I did not think was true, but you and I do have something in common. We were both chubby children. I know this because I read your excellent book.
Yes, the paperback of which is out in about a month from now, if this is April.
From April.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep that straight. Yes, from April.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's interesting. And
you were a fat kid?
Oh, I was a pudgy little kid.
Yeah,
oh, it was
me
terrible.
too. Yeah.
It was awful.
I think it makes you very insecure later on.
No, really?
Yes, yes. I think so. I'm very insecure.
Are you really?
Terribly insecure. I try and compensate by having tattoos and showing off.
How's that working out for you?
Excellently.
Really?
Yes. Actually, the more I show off, the more tattoos I get, the more I think, take that, childhood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we were here as children, if the chubby you or the chubby me were here, we'd beat them up, wouldn't we? We've become the people that tormented ourselves.
Oh, I don't think. I rather think I'd be kind.
You think?
Yes. I'd say, oh, come here, chubby little child, and come and relax and sit over there and help yourself to some chocolate.
You know what this is?
What?
This is a Disney movie. Through some...
Hold on a second.
Through some mechanism...
Yeah. Hold on.
Formerly chubby... Here, put me on.
Put you on speaker. Yeah. Yeah, it's Disney. What do you want?
Picture this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thin guy, fat kid, same guy.
Is Matt LeBlanc in it?
What answer should I give?
If you like.
If you like.
Okay, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
And the thin guy solves his deep problems by being kind to the fat kid that he once was.
Does the fat kid have a dog?
If Matt LeBlanc likes...
Matt LeBlanc does like dogs. Yeah. Your movie's got a green light.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and here's where you and I vary. We split. Our paths of life forked.
Right.
I dealt with my being a fat kid by becoming an obsessive runner.
Right.
You got into rock and roll, hard drugs, and alcohol.
No. Here's the thing.
I'm sorry, but you did do that. But...
I did do that.
Okay.
But here's an interesting... But I also was an obsessive runner whilst drunk, high, and playing in bands.
Right.
Not kidding. I would get very drunk and be very high and run, often from the police.
Well, I was about to say. And see, that to me seems like more fun.
You know, it sounds like more fun than it was, but recently, back in February, I was... Actually, the last night you were here, was my 18th sober birthday.
No, really?
Yes, the last night.
Congratulations.
Now, thank you very much. Now, that... I was thinking about it this morning when I got up this morning, and I thought, whoa, look at me. No pee in the bed, no hangover. I know exactly where I am and who this person is. And
But I just want to point out, I did that too, but where's my victory? You see, that's what I mean. You have.
Well, you did that too?
I did wake up
Well,
without
you
any pee in the bed.
obsessively ran so much that you became an incontinent blackout runner?
Oh my God. Waking up sweaty and in shorts in beds I didn't recognize. No, I mean.
That was last week.
Yeah. No, what I mean is, I meant. Here's my point. My point is that I think that life should be lived.
As opposed to.
No, well.
Right.
When I finish the thought, wow, will you be surprised?
Okay.
I think that life should be lived so as to generate the maximum number of really interesting anecdotes. You, my friend, have done that. You have lived a life of great anecdotal value. It may have been painful.
Yes.
But here you are, successful, sober, with great stories to tell. What do I tell? Well, I went out and ran 10K. That was pretty good, you know. Felt good, got a little cramp. While you were drunk and incontinent and running from the police. At this point in life,
to be fair,
who's got the better story?
Yeah, but to be fair, I also sometimes, while I was running from the police, I got a little cramp. It was wasn't all fun,
I
Peter. It
understand.
wasn't all fun, is what I'm saying.
I know.
Now, the only risk involved in living a life which will accumulate anecdotal value is that many times, oft-times, you will not survive long enough to tell the anecdote.
That's the trick.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you seem to have threaded that needle pretty well.
That's because I'm extremely lucky. Apart from this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this clearly you're paying some karmic debt.
There's a karmic balance.
Yeah, I understand.
Very lucky in one direction, CBS late night in the other. I mean, that's what it is.
By the way, I thought all you guys were fired back in December. Doesn't that happen? Didn't like everybody in late night get fired terribly?
This isn't really late night, though. I mean, not really. I mean, the other guys are late night. This is just, somebody filling their day. Yeah. I don't subscribe to the notion that this is a late night talk show. I really do not.
Yet is it not on very late at night, and aren't people talking on it?
Well, okay, there is that. But that much I give you.
Yes.
But in the traditional sense that, well, what happened is, I think, that Johnny Carson, Steve Allen, and Jack Parr, right,
the giants
created the genre.
Yeah.
And then David Letterman, I think, deconstructed the genre.
Yes. In a very postmodernist way.
Yeah, right? And everybody else is unimportant.
That's it. I mean,
That's
basically, it ended with Letterman. He did it.
It ends with David, and then this is a kind of post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Right. We are just sitting here in the wreckage of civilization,
this is
aping the betters who are now gone,
right,
even though he's actually prior to you on CBS. But basically, this is just a dumb show, aping the excellence of people who have...
You know me so well.
It's sad,
It's
in a way.
sad. It's sad, but it has anecdotal value.
It does. It's true. And that's
We're out of time.
That's why
amazingly.
Because this is the difference between you and me, because you have these fabulous and sometimes dangerous stories to tell of rock and roll and cocaine in Glasgow and all these things. I can tell the story of being on your show and talking to you about it.
And we come full circle. Peter Sagal,
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Sorry. You know what Do you know what worries me about the show we've just done? It may be the best one we've ever done. And what worries me about that is that I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that again. Do you know how sometimes you think, oh, Craig, you'll never be able to do that again? And then I do it again. Oh, I think I'm getting ready to do it again. See you later, everybody. Good night.